flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Bull or bear, we adapt, typhoon. Wallets packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it.
That's right, guys. Let's shake it. Let's shake it up. Let's shake up the market. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading. This is why the coin's dumping. Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic looks good, and we're gonna start in about 3, 2, and 1. Bingo bango, bingo bango. Ooh-wee. Oh man, the charts are looking great. The charts are looking great. I just got back, guys. I just got back. You know, I normally start at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just got back. I was in Snoozeville, and this dumb noise kept on happening. I was like, what's that noise? I haven't heard that noise in a while. So never mind that noise. Then I go back to what I was doing. And in my dream, I was like, wait a minute, that noise me. Oh no, I'm late. Yeah, the past couple of nights I've been getting about 4 hours sleep, making the group money, making sure the group is taken care of, making sure the group is aware of what's going on, what to expect. You know, all these ups and downs. I think the thing that really helps out is just knowing what's gonna happen. Man, we are so close. I'm talking like weeks, maybe like 2 weeks. We are so close to seeing this. And we're like, oh man, HBAR is only up 30% today. We have Ondo up only 40%. Come on, Ondo, what's going on? Until we get to that point. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Of course, with us in the group, we have our stop losses. We're moving up our stop losses for the event of possible very strong pullbacks. December 10th was one day that, well, it took out a lot of people, including us. One thing that I won't do is I'll never say that our group is better than it is. I'll leave that up to the other people who are trying to sell you their group. For me, I offer it to you. You know, if you want it, you want to learn faster, you want to have all these thought process videos that explain what's going on, join the group. But all the other ones, they just trick you. They tell you all the ups. They never tell you the downs. I actually concentrate on the downs because that's what's most important. You know, yes, of course, the wins, whatever, but the losses, how do you deal with the losses? Do you revenge trade? Do you don't trade at all? Like, do you get out of the market? Like, I show you the reality of trading in my group. The wins and losses, especially the losses. The thought process that goes behind, the psychology really, that goes behind trading is vital. And if you don't have a mentor that, you know, talking about this stuff, you might want to look at it this way. You know, just saying. All right, we got, what do we got here? We got crypto. No, we got a Duality Crypto in the house saying, Joe, what's up, man? I've been waiting. You know, I'm first and I've been waiting for you. What's going on? Yeah, man, just got back. Man, it was so great over there. Man, it was so great. We got Sin in the house. What's up, Sin? What's up? We got Tano. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. We got Alexandra G, the hardest working mod. I thought Alexandra G had like 10 computers, 40 monitors surrounding her, like literally a bubble of monitors, and didn't work, and just helped out everybody. Turns out she mines fiat and does all the stuff she does, which to me is just incredible. And if I was our boss, I'm not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. It's like, why are you always going to the restroom, Alexandra G? I'll be right back. And she's gone for like 15 minutes and come back. And then the next hour comes and there's like 4 streamers going, I'll be right back. Alexander G, what are you doing? I'll be right back. Let's see here. Very good, guys. Very good. So happy you guys are here. Man, I'm ready. I'm ready for what's about to come in about 2 weeks. Are you? If not, get ready. Get ready, strap in, because it's gonna be a wild one. Oh man, it's gonna be a wild one. Now, of course, is it definitely 2 weeks? No, but I'm saying 2 weeks. Here, this is the liquidation heat maps on the 24-hour time frame. What do we have here? We have a itty bitty liquidity right here at 107. We have stronger liquidity, not too strong though, at 105.8. We have some up here right now. It's just who knows what's going to happen. 109. And then we have some way down here. 104.7. Who knows? Who knows? I'll tell you what I do know. I know that crypto is going to make us a lot of money. That's what I know. So let's go ahead and look at what we were thinking on yesterday's stream, and then what we were thinking on Piper Academy stream. Of course, I go on Piper Academy at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want more of this thought process, well, then join me at 4 p.m. on Piper Academy. If you want to, I don't know, I was going to do a segue, but segue to what? Segue to money? Well, let's go. Here we go. So we have Bitcoin. This is on the 1 hour time frame. This is where we saw it yesterday. And based off of this yesterday, this was our thought process. We're saying we would really like this to come down to the 382. Let's make this a little bit larger. We would really like for this to come down to the 382, which is right here, 38% from this move, from the very bottom of the move to what was currently the top. Now, granted, because this is not an official pivot cost. A pivot is, for me, a confirmed pivot is at least 3 to 5 candles. The higher the time frame, the better. I prefer the 4 hour time frame, but the pivot can happen in any time frame. Just higher is better. Higher time frame is better. And we're saying, okay, more than likely, all-time high, we're at this level. More than likely, we'll come down here to the 38% mark and then potentially come up. That's what we're thinking. Does it mean that'll happen? Nope. Just one of our thoughts. Now, of course, the other mentors, they'll say, look, guys, look what happened. We called it. We nailed it. Join my group. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody knows. As a matter of fact, I nailed it. Nobody knows. Now, since this happened, and of course, the price was right here. Now what we have to do is we have to adjust this to the absolute highest point, because now this is our pivot. And this was on Piper Academy. And of course, I said, well, it passed the 38% mark because we had to adjust it. So it's correct. It did come down here towards the 0.5. And then at that moment, this is when I said, I believe I was drawing this. I'm not sure if it was prior or on Piper Academy. But I was saying, from here, more than likely, come up. I would say come up. If it does come down and break this level, we're looking at this area. But I think this is fine. I think it's going to come up, possibly come up to here. Then when we get to this level, then now is it going to do a retest here and then continue up? Everybody starts FOMOing, it gets crazy. Or is it going to possibly come down, whether it's here or here? So we're always we can kind of see what might happen, and then we definitely have to wait to see what is happening What ends up happening? Well, just as we thought. But it was just a thought. It wasn't a definite. This is what we possibly could have been. And of course, price came down. My genius, nope. Price went up. My genius, nope. Price here, I made a video for my group earlier today, and I was saying, you know, we're right here. We might see a new all-time high within a few hours, maybe even during the recording of this video, to come up. And then here's our decision point. Are we going to bounce, as we just mentioned over here, and come up, break through this level, or are we going to come down? And then if it breaks below this level, this purple line, this is our, watch out. Because if it breaks below this purple line at 105.8, then we have a very strong chance it's going to possibly go down to the 1 hour fair value gap, more than likely just to do a wick and fake everybody out. Oh, here we go. We're going to 60K. We're going to 55K. And everybody starts shorting. And then just to wick everybody and liquidate everybody. Now here we can see that the price did come up. We did create another new all-time high. Price did come down, and then just to do this number, just to produce a wick. And I was pretty sure this was going to happen. I'm never 100% sure on anything because we're trading against people, but I was pretty sure that this dump that we had was going to get bought up. I was pretty sure. And then it's bouncing off of my 30 SMA. Now coming up. Now, could we potentially make another all-time high today, possibly on this show? I'm going to say yes. Would I long Bitcoin right now? No way. Longing Bitcoin is done. Like, longing Bitcoin was the break of this level right here. Longing Bitcoin, in my opinion, for a longer term, like if you're doing a scalp, yeah, sure, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. All right. Thank you guys for smashing the like. You guys are the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see here, going down the list. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, issues, please let me know. This is 1 hour that I dedicate to you. Instead of, you know, staying in Snoozeville, which I desperately need, I said, I think it's more valuable that I make you money. I think it's more valuable that you're able to get into a trade or two and make some money, and then see what we do and how we do it. One thing I always recommend is watching these live streams, like all of them, and taking notes. Don't just watch them with a bag of popcorn, but take notes. What am I doing? Why am I doing what I'm doing? And I'm always verbalizing my thought process. So that's very important. It's not like you're just watching it to watch it. Like you're watching it for a purpose. You're watching, and I'll give out little nuggets here and there, depending on the situations that we come across. I strongly recommend you watching these. Now, of course, you know, if you don't want to waste all that time and you want to, you know, speed up the process, there you go. We have a membership. You know, you get a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not going to bore you with all the stuff that we do. If you're interested, you know, send me a DM. I can give you pretty much a message on what the groups entail. And it's more than any group I've ever been in. And I've been in a lot. If you just want to help support the channel, here's different tiers that you can select with different stuff that you get. You know, the higher tier you go, the more you're gonna get, and it might just make sense. And then of course, this is the whole kit and caboodle right here. You do this, you learn faster, you make more money faster, etc., etc. None of that is hopes and dreams and empty promises like everybody else does. I show you the reality of trading. There we go. Right now, it's looking great. Let's look at some coins. Let's look at some coins that we've looked at before, and possibly make some money. So let's go ahead and do this. I have a lot of tabs open. I have too many tabs. Whoa, I'm working on an indicator, guys. Working on an indicator. ChatGPT makes me so mad. I spent 4 hours last night with ChatGPT, and it got one of the things that I was wanting correctly, and then it's like, no, let's customize this, and then it just messed up again. So I spent like another hour and a half, 2 hours trying to get it back to what it did, and couldn't do it. And every time I said, let's start over, man, you know, let's start fresh, and then it's like, okay, I went ahead and recalculated, blah, blah. It's like, no. Let's start fresh. Okay. I went ahead and recalculated the last things and the errors that we consistently have, blah, blah, and gave me another code. It's like, no, dude, please. Let's start from the beginning. I said, I think you're messing with me. I told ChatGPT, I told my group too. I told my group like at 2 or 3 in the morning. I forget what time it was. I told my group, I said, hey, man, listen, pretty much summary. I said, listen, guys, if something happens to me and it's done by electronics, like my computer attacks me or my microwave, like, I don't know, something, is because of ChatGPT. Because I told him that I would fire ChatGPT if I could. Because, man, I was heated. I said, ChatGPT, you dumb. I didn't call him dumb. I'm afraid to call the AI names. And I would say thank you. But I was typing in all caps. Don't get me wrong. I was a keyboard warrior. I was like, dude, are you messing with me right now? I told him that. Are you messing with me? I understand your frustration. Yeah. For the past hour and a half, you can understand my frustration because you constantly give me the same error. And I even asked it too. Do you think I'm dumb? Because you're giving me the same results and I send you a screenshot and then you change the result, which is the same as before that I sent you a screenshot. And then you change the result to the one you just sent me. And then we're literally going in circles. Yeah. Literally. So if anything ever happens to me and you hear that it's electronic related, you know what happened. You know what happened. So here. Uh-oh. Got it. Thank you so much. You're the best. It's like, Alexandra G. This is what she hears. Hello? Alexandra G, you in the restroom? Yes. Alexandra G. You go to the restroom a bunch. I'm just saying, I'll be right out. Hey Joe, I gotta go. Man, I had no idea you worked. Good Lord, how in the world do you do what you do? I don't even know. Yeah, please guys, share the stream. Sharing the stream will help get this word out. There's a lot of people out there that love to bamboozle you. And if you've been bamboozled, you know what I'm talking about. They do all the hopes and dreams, empty promises, etc., etc. But yeah, so I'm working on a thing. Of course, this is going to be exclusive to my group, blah, blah. Moving on. Let us go ahead and hide that. Like that. Let's us look at some coins. Let's look at some coins. Let's just go down the list. How's that? Let's just go down the list. So Ethereum Classic, in my opinion, will do very well. If you think about it, the new money that comes in, they're going to see Ethereum at $59 quadrillion billion. And they're going to see Ethereum Cash at 13 cents. It's Ethereum. Let me buy the cheaper one. Same thing with Bitcoin Cash. So that's the thought process that the new money is going to have. So with Ethereum Classic, it's looking really good. You know, we kind of missed this move right here. But not to worry, there's always another trade to be had. This is our resistance that we need to do. This is our support that we need to hold. And right now, not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. What is the price range tool telling me from the bottom? 20%, 50%, 40%. I mean, I like it. Oh man, that's the thing though. Like, these percentages are just too much for a loss. Due to the fact that we're about to skyrocket and take off. If you wanted some Ethereum Cash, even though it's at the very middle of this, well, pretty much the middle of this range, I mean, you could enter now. And then for me personally, I would have a lower bid, about 35% lower. Just in case we get this crazy dump. It would be there. So we would enter now, we would have a lower bid, and then of course, off to the races. That's my thought process on that. But if you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. We will get those for you. If you have any questions. Now, there was a question last night. So I'm going to answer this question. The question was, one of the, I don't believe he's a member. No, he is a member. I talked to so many people. I think this was a comment on either YouTube or a DM. So many people I talked to. But I feel good about it though, because I'm helping people. The person asked, you know, they buy and they sell and they trade and they invest and everything else. The only problem is they round trip it. What is round tripping? Round tripping is when you make all this money and you hold it for more because of greed, and then it comes down and you still hold it. You don't sell anything. You're still in profit. Well, that's profit though. And it keeps on coming down and down and down. And finally, it starts coming back up again. Guess what? 2 years already passed. 3 years already passed. And you were holding all that time. Round tripping. Now, on our first cycle, we generally do that because we're, you know, greedy and we want more. Second cycle, we really don't do it because we learned from the first cycle. Now, this very concerned trader said, what do I do? Like, how do I avoid not holding for so long, not round tripping? Well, great question. Great question. Let's take this one for example. Let's go down here to the calendar and let's go to 2020. 2020, go to, it's way over here. Okay. So 2020, it is right here. So let's say we're entering the market right now. Perfect time, 2020. And, you know, we buy up here because it's going to the moon. And then it comes down. It's like, oh, crap. Oh, man, I'm losing. So why did I buy right here, man? 34% down. Ouch. That's all right. It says it's going to go up. You know, we're starting the bear market. I mean, the bull market. Everything's going great. And then it crosses this level. And from being in the negative, now you're seeing some positive. Oh, man, this is great. And then you start seeing more and more and more. You're like, holy smokes, what in the world's going on? Now I know what everybody's talking about. Man, now I know. This stuff is crazy. It's insane. It's nuts. And then you hold it and it goes all the way back down. So how do we, the question is, how do we take profits? Especially when it's going up so high. There's several different ways. I'm going to show you the easiest one. And this is what we're going to be doing, especially come, I say March. It's March and April. This is the strategy that the VIP group is getting. One thing I love about this channel and my willingness to give you all my information is that I never say, oh, well, the strategy we're going to use to take it, you have to join my group. No, I share it with my group, and then of course I share it here because I want you to make money. I mean, it's literally that easy. So we're looking at this. It's very easy to see what's going to happen in hindsight. Very easy. What I want to do is I want to put on my moving averages. Now for my moving averages, you want some that have more than one. And you just type in multiple moving averages or moving averages. They're all going to be different as far as the customization. But for this particular one, I have the 9, the 50, the 30, the 100, and the 200. Well, I want to keep my 9 for my, I love trading on the 9. I'm going to keep my 50 because this is going to tell me when to sell. I'm going to keep my 30 because it's going to use that for trading. And I'm going to keep my 200 because that's going to tell me when to sell. Now, the other one that's going to tell me when to sell is the 21-day moving average. Now, to make this simple, I'm actually going to put 25. What? 25? Joe, nobody does 25. They use the 9 or they use the 21, maybe the 14. Why the 25? You're going nuts, Joe. Just make it easy. So 25, when the price action on the daily time frame closes underneath my 25-day moving average, I sell 25%. When the candle, the daily candle closes underneath the 50, I close 50%. When the daily candle closes under the 200, I might even change this to the 100. I have to backtest the 100. But because even with the 200, I was still going to be scaling out as it's coming down. But we might even find that out right now. So this is my thought process. 9 and 30 I use for trading. I use for, kind of momentum, earlier momentum. For selling, I'm going to use the 50, so the 25, the 50, and the 200. So I come over here, make sure my 25 is on. For my 25, let's do it kind of like a greenish color, I guess, and come down here to, can't see all that, but greenish color, I guess, and come down here to where it's nice and thick. Let's say okay, and then say yes. So now we're in the bull market. We're doing some nice things. Let's just say we catch it right here. We're going to actually play this so that we can see this in kind of real time, what's going on. Now, in the beginning, of course, you don't want to use all this because it might be tangled up, kind of like how it is right now. Once we start getting separation from these moving averages, and I'm gonna say January, February, we're gonna start looking to sell. Now, granted, the peak should be in March, April, maybe even May, but we're gonna be aware of our indicators in February, March. So now let's go ahead and just play this. And let's go ahead and do this at faster speed. Let's go 7x. And where do we want to go? So we want to go about right here. So we're almost there. So we're coming over here. Now we can see the separation of the moving averages. We can also see that we're in January, and this is what's going to happen, guys. Ooh, man, I am so happy. If you are excited for what's about to happen, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. And then a second comment of bingo and a bango. A bingo and a bango, because this is about to happen. This is about to get super crazy here in crypto. Again, if you don't know how to trade, can you make money without knowing how to trade? Yes, 100%. Joe, why would you say that before you're going to talk about your course? Because it's the truth. You can make money not knowing how to trade. In about 2 weeks, you can. Now, just imagine if you know how to trade, if you know what to look for, if you know how to get in and out, nail the movements, everything, you will make more money and faster. So just kind of give you a heads up. Then when the market does turn, and the one who was getting lucky all that time, stuff doesn't start working out anymore. Now they're losing and losing and losing, and they're not knowing how to deal with the stress and the emotional side of trading versus somebody who knows how to trade, or is in at least a group who knows how to trade. Right here. That way we can go over the emotional side of trading. We can go over the euphoria, the just, oh my gosh, I can't believe my portfolio has that many digits. Are you kidding me right now? We'll bring you back to earth. We'll let you know. It's all right. Enjoy the feeling. Take profit. Right now, it's when you want to take profit. I don't care what you sell, as long as you sell something. Take profit. Here, it starts to separate. Now, play it some more. And we're not selling yet. It's still January. Calm down. We're not selling yet. We're going up. We're going up, coming down, going up. Not a problem. Now we're on the daily time frame, and then now we're going. What month is it now? February. Look at what happens what happened to February on this coin. Now we're getting this massive separation. Now we're talking. We're still not looking to sell though. Everything's super great. This is what we have to look forward to, guys, right here. This is what we have to look forward to. Man, look at this. Insane, out of nowhere. Insta pump. This is what we have to look forward to. If you know how to trade, you're gonna make a lot of money. If you're in a trading group, you're gonna make a lot of money. If you're trying to do this solo, you'll learn. You'll learn. It's a very expensive lesson to learn. You'll make money, but you'll lose it. Believe me, I've been there. Here we go. Now we're doing this. Now we're in February. So we're almost ready to start looking to sell. There's 2 times that we're going to do this bull run. In March, April, our ears are going to be perked up. We're going to be, monitoring everything, all our trades, because we don't want to hold this. You're going to hear a lot of people say, oh, extended bull cycle, extended this and that. And this very easy to follow system will ensure that you keep your money. And I'm giving you this alpha for free because I care about you. I really do. Other mentors, they care about their bank account. They'll tell you anything they want so to get another member. Not me. I tell you how to make money. We're not ready yet. We're almost ready. So when are we ready? We're ready about right here. So let's do Alt V. This is when we're ready. And what you could do, so excuse me, whenever you're doing this, having a plan really reduces the emotions. So what I would strongly recommend doing, normally I just do this mentally, but me doing it right now gave me the idea of actually putting it on the chart. Put it on the chart and actually label it. Label it right here. Start looking to close. To close. Start looking to close. There you go. Big yellow letters. Now we're going. Oh, huge dump. Oh, wow. That was bad. Huge dump. Let's keep on going. Now, these, depending on the market cap, depends on how fast they're going to move also. So that's another thing to keep in mind. If you're using, let's say, a smaller cap coin, what you might want to do, let's go ahead and type this out so we have this. So this is a we'll say under just to make it easy, under 1 billion. No, I don't want to say under 1 billion. So we'll say 1 billion to and above. The levels that I would do is I would do the 25. Well, for the, I don't want to get these numbers mixed up because I have a bunch of numbers in my head right now as far as what the plan is. So 25 SMA. And then we have the 50 SMA. 50 SMA. And then at the moment we have our 200 SMA. This will probably be a 100 SMA. I've never done a 100 SMA, so we'll have to test this, but let me do it. Okay, so then we have a, let's go 600 million to 1 billion. The ones that I want to have personally, it's going to be the 25 SMA, the 50 SMA, and this one, the 200 SMA. Now, this one, the reason for this is because there's more movement. And we have a chance of this one possibly bouncing and giving us more possible. But I might change this to a 100. I have to do back testing on this. I just, I normally do like the selling prior to, but for this one, anything under the 600 million, for this one, definitely it's going to have to be the 50 SMA, the 200 SMA, and then the 400 SMA. And this is for like micro caps because their movements are going to be very, very fast. So this is my thought process. Now each SMA represents a percentage. So if it crosses 25 SMA on the daily time frame, this is so important. It has to be the daily. You sell 25%, and then 50% on the 50, 100% on the this. For each one of these, it's the 100%. This is just telling you when to sell 100%. So hopefully this makes sense. I do have to back test this one just to see. All right, so right now we're looking, and once we'll actually start looking to close here. So we'll go over here. Let me see here. Very good. We got some people in here. Very nice, guys. This right now, what I'm showing you is how to secure your profits this coming season. There's going to be 2 times that we need to do this. One, we need to start looking in March, April, and then the next one is roughly around October, because come November is when we should start selling. This is just using this one method. There's other methods of taking your profit. So right now, we just basically sell whenever it crosses these levels, but we're not doing it yet. We're looking. Okay, so now we're looking, and this just looks like trash, absolute trash. It's on the 1 hour time frame. We'd have to close everything, but we're not going to do that. You also have to, there are exceptions to the rule, and this is like, wow. So what I will do though, because I don't know. Oh, one thing with me is I show you what I would do in that moment versus what everybody else does where they, I would hold it because they know it went up. Oh man, if I was in this situation and I had money already that I bought way over here and it ran up and it came down, I don't want to lose this money. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put my level here. If it breaks below this level, if the candle closes below this level, I'm just going to sell it all. Should I sell it all? I mean, I bought it right here. Well, we're so close. What is this? Like 100, 200%? So I bought it here. So I'm looking right here. I bought it here. Let's just say I bought it here. You're 26%. That's nothing. So if it closes underneath this, I'm selling it all. I don't care. I'm selling it all. I'll re-enter once it breaks a level, and we'll find that in just a second. Does it close? I'm nervous. Hey, there we go. We got saved. So this was our level that we needed to see. Ooh, that was close. Now I'm making insane amount of money. Insane. I almost sold it all. I'm glad I didn't. I'm very glad I had a plan. Now we can see the separation happening again. So this is good. Now, granted, the white line, let me take these off so there's no confusion. This is what I use for my trading, my white line and my 30, my 9 and my 30. But right now, what we're doing is we're using this as our 25, our 50, and our 200. Yeah. So right now, look at how far away it is from here. Now, another thing that you could do is once it goes above a certain level or distance away from your moving average on the daily time frame, you can take 10%. Nothing wrong with taking 10%. Let's say let's see what this is. I don't even know what this is. Good Lord. And this is what we're going to see, guys. This is what we're going to see. I'm so excited. 170% away from this. Let's just say 100%. Let's keep it realistic. It moves 100% away from your 25-day moving average, your SMA. You sell 10%. There's a thought. And it's easy. It's just 10%. So you see it and you're like, all right, let's go ahead and look at this again. We're right here. You know, we're checking it every other day, every minute. Don't check it every minute because you'll want to sell, because your gains will be so great. Or you might be the other way to where it's just greed. It's like, oh, I'm going to keep it forever. Let's see here. There's always, there's always another trade. Protect your capital. Yep, very true. A lot of people don't realize they are the same moving average lines. They just on different time frames. Yes, that is so true. That is so true. I forget the math on it, but like the 9 SMA on the daily is like the 200 on the 4 hour or something. But yes, that is very true. I forget the math. Road Dog actually enlightened me on that. You know, one day I was watching Road Dog and he's like, yeah, you know, the whatever SMA is actually this on the lower time frame. I said, let me clarify. Let me verify. I was like, oh wow, it is. So yeah, that's a very unknown fact. And thank you, David, for pointing that out. I forget the math on all that stuff. So here, we're looking at this. It's moving away from it. It's doing great. You know, we're also setting alerts. You know, we're putting alerts. You can put an alert random. You know, make sure to set your alert. Oh, I can't do alerts on replay. But you just set your alert and just say, take profit, question mark, or whatever you want to say. And because it's moving, let's go ahead. Let's say it's right. Oh, from the moving average. It's not the price. It's the moving average. Let's say, you know what, when it hits 120, I'm going to take profit. And what you do is you don't wait for it to hit it so that you can decide. You make that plan. You put the order in the order books. Sell 10% at this price. And you put the order in. You set it and forget it. And then what happens? Boom, your order gets hit. You just made some money. Are you selling all your coins? No way. These are our rules. It closes on the daily time frame. Candle closes underneath the 25, we sell 25%. Close underneath the 50, we close 50% of our remaining balance. Close underneath the 200, we sell it all. So now we're going. Did we close? No, we didn't close. This was just nothing. Okay. So now we're going. Oh, another pump. Another pump. Now, during this time of this long-term hold, we can also be trading it. We can be trading it, and then every time we make profit, like say we made some profit here, 80% for whatever, you're gonna make a lot of profit, guys. Then do not sell your investment bag. The money you're making from your trading bag, let's say you made 80% on a trade. You get that money and you throw it into your investment bag. When the price is down, not when it's up. You know, hopefully it comes down. You could scale into it maybe once every other day, once a week, because I mean, it's just going to move. It's just going to move. And I take that back, not saying not when it's up, just because it's going to go up and then come down, then go up some more. So if you're waiting for it to come down here, it's not. So right now we are in the month of May, looking great, looking great. Let's go ahead and play this. Oh, I'm taking another 10%. Are you freaking kidding me? Look at that. 10x, 11x. You better believe I'm taking 10% minimum. That's nuts. And instead of letting your emotions do it, put it in the order books. Sell 10% at, you know, this amount. Sell another 10% at this amount. It's just 10%. And you're still maintaining your bag, but you're selling off a little bit of it. Just a little bit. Again, to ensure that you take profits. Now we're really far away from this. Unless we keep on going up, we are bound to come down to at least here. So let's mark this off where I think if we come down, we're looking at around here. If we keep on going up, then that's fine. Okay, and look, came out right here. Well, why did I pick this area? Well, for one, it was far away from our moving averages. This is not a magnet. This is the average candle body closes. So the average is far away from the current, which just means that if it doesn't come down and it keeps on coming up, well, then the moving averages keep on coming up. But since it comes down, well, then now it kind of levels out. But I was thinking about right here, and sure enough, it came down right here. I'm glad I took profit here and up here. Now, I'm looking at this. Okay, very nice retracement. It hasn't crossed my levels. Still in the trade. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So it closed underneath this one. I sold 25%. I sold it right here. This is a wick, so that's fine. It looks like I might be selling 50% here in the next day or two. All right, so the candle closed. My rule is I'm supposed to sell. However, there's a buying wick. Now, all this is done on the daily. So it's not all these ups and downs on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. These are the higher time frames. I'm seeing this, the candle body closed. I was hoping it was going to close above the red or the 50. I see buying pressure. I'm going to wait one more day. Not only that, but we have, of course, divergence due to this move. I'm going to wait one more day. Just see what happens. Oh, good. It came back. So I'm still in it. So I only sold 25%. Granted, I've been taking profits on the way up. So here we go. Okay. So now it closed again. And another close. So here it closed. I said, you know what? I'm going to wait. And I'm going to wait for it to close underneath it. Now it's underneath the 50. Now, again, these are not set in stone. Should I sell 50%? Here we go. I'm going to sell 25%. So I'm going to sell 25% right now. And then if this crosses, if the price action crosses this level, I'll sell the other 25%. Because it might come up and then just break this level. Man, I'm in the money again. I can actually take this trade again as far as a trade goes and not so much an investment. But right now I'm just kind of thinking like, man, I would hate to sell 50% and then it go up. So 25% here. If it comes down, if it breaks below this, 25%. So it'll be my 50%. Now let's see what happens. Ooh. Are we going to close underneath it? We had a wick. Are we going to close underneath it? Looks like we will. I sold 25%. Yeah. So now I sell my other 25% right here. I was really thinking it was going to bounce up. And now, once again, what you're doing is you're doing the thought process. And I recommend everybody do this. Use the replay button. Use the strategy that I'm showing you. See if it works. See if you would mentally, physically, emotionally, most importantly, financially be able to do this. And do this over and over and over. It's practice. It's repetition. And it almost goes down to muscle memory so that when you're in the moment, you'll know, oh, I remember what happened last time when I was just playing around. Here, I really do have to follow these rules if you want to do the rules. Now, none of this is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only, just to let you know. So here, are we going to get out of our trade completely? I mean, we can still trade, but as far as our investment goes, we made a lot of money. Man, we were taking profits on the way up. On the way down, we took some really nice gains. So here, are we selling everything now? I don't know. So if we were thinking about trading, as far as a trade, we would need it to break above this level. And it did. I don't know. It could actually do this number, create a zone or a range. So this is what I'm looking at, what might happen. So I'm not going to enter right now. Let's just say we're looking at this. Let's see here. Sin says, back test, always get that data. Yes. Man, I spent hundreds, I would say hundreds of thousands of hours back testing. I would literally back test for hours and hours and hours every day. All right, moving on. So this is what I'm thinking might happen. And then it either breaks up or it breaks down. So what I would do is I would actually wait to see. I would have an alert here. This is for my, I want to trade this because I'm making a lot of money on this. I want to trade this and I want to put my profits into my bag. If I still have the bag, because again, if it crosses this, I'm selling everything. So if it crosses this level and then the candle has to close above this, I'm going to re-enter for a trade so I can put my profits into my long-term bag. So let's see. Okay. So I'm in the trade again. Now this is just a trade, quick trade, maybe a couple of days, maybe heck, maybe a week. But this one right here, I'm still in it. Uh-oh. I didn't like that dip. But what goes up has to come down. I don't like that it's following this. I don't like that it's doing this right here. I don't want it to come down. If it breaks below this, more than likely I'll close my trade, not my investment. Oof. I would have been stopped out anyway. Doesn't even matter. I would have been stopped out of my trade. My investment, I have no stop loss. None. If it drops 30% from when I bought it, I would just add to it. But right now I'm in huge profits. Am I gonna, okay, I get stopped out. So now I sell it all. I sold it all in September. I made some really nice gains. We bought way down here. We bought way down here and 6x. 6x, not including the times that we took profit on the way up. What was that, like 2 or 3 times? Not including our selling off when the price action on the daily closed underneath the 25 SMA. We sold 25%. When it closed underneath the 50 SMA, we were trying to stay in the trade. So we sold 25% and then it did go down lower. So we sold the other 25%, resulting in the 50%. Then we stuck through it and it kept on doing. That's really nice. We took a trade and the trade, we got stopped out. And then eventually we closed underneath this, giving us a 6x. We just made a whole bunch of money. Now let's see what happens. Does it go down? Does it go up? I don't know. Now it's going sideways. Now it's being boring. Before it was nice price action, ups and downs. Now it's being very boring. Very boring. Now in hindsight, November was the peak of the bull run. This right here was the peak. November 9, November 11 was the peak, depending on what coin you were looking at. When did we sell? We sold right here. About a month prior to the peak. How did we know? Because we remember from last time? No, we have these rules for these moving averages. This is going to save you money. This is going to make you money. This is going to remind you to take profits. What happens? This is the peak. You're holding it because you're in all these gains. You're holding it. Now it's already January. And, you know, extended bull market. That's what they were all saying. Extended bull market, extended cycle. Now in February, it's going to, oh, here it comes. Here's the extended cycle, guys, that we were talking about. Let's go. Let's go. And then it starts coming down again. Oh, crap. What's going on? Where's that extended cycle everybody's talking about? Man, I'm losing money. Should I stay in? Should I sell? Help me. What do I do? Oh, here we go. Here, this is the rally we were talking about. Let's go. Let's go. I'm making money. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. And then where's my pumps? Where's the rally? I mean, the rally. You know what? I'm not liking this. Maybe I should just sell it. I've been in this coin way too long. Let me just sell it at a little bit higher price. Okay, it's coming up. And again, you're not having a plan. So because you don't have the plan, it makes it really hard to succeed. But if you have the plan, well, you just made a whole bunch of money. A whole bunch of money. All right. So hopefully you like that thought process when it comes to how to exit the trade. And you have to actually put the order in the order books. If you don't, you will get wrecked. Now you can also set alerts on your actual moving average. If you click on the moving average, no, you right click. If you right click on the moving average, then you go add alerts. Now, since this one has multiple, since this one has multiple moving averages, this is the name of the moving average, 5 SMAs. I want to know when, actually, I want to know when the price crosses my moving average. Which one? My 25-day moving average. And which one was that one? I think it was 4. I don't remember what it was. But yours might be 1, depending on your settings. But let's just say, you know, I'm going to sell the portion. Let's just say this was my 25. So I would do that right there. And then I would make a note saying sell 25%. Now, do it. Don't hold. Remember what happened last time? Yeah. And then I'll set the alert. So whenever the price action crosses below or above, it doesn't really matter, but in this case, it would be below. You can just say crossing down if you want to. When it crosses down and it goes underneath the moving average, which is our first moving average, in this case, hypothetically, we would say it was our 25. We would get this alert. Sell 25% now. Do it. Don't hold. Remember what happened last time? And then you'd have to go and you'd have to sell. And you set alerts on that. I'm going to cancel it because I don't want that. So hopefully that helped. Hopefully that helped. See, we got French Toaster in the house. What's up, my buddy? What's up, my buddy? The simplest way to describe it is the 50 MA on the 4-hour time frame is the 200 MA on the 1-hour time frame, and is also the 800 MA on the 15-minute time frame. It's multiple and divisions of each other. So my question to you, David, is if the train is leaving the station at 3:45 going east, and it's uphill with the degrees of 15%, with wind speeds of 35 miles per hour, the trajectory of the train is 85 miles an hour. What would the time frame be if I was trying to do a 15? I don't know. That's a whole bunch of math right there. 50 minutes. I mean, you broke it down pretty easily. I'll probably have to do that. Let's see here. French Soul says, do you know why so many people like the 21 SMA? 21 seems like such an arbitrary number. Yeah. I think that's default. 21. I know a lot of stock market people like using the 9, or rather use the 9. So that's what I use. I use it because my buddy showed me, and he watches a bunch of multi-6-figure stock traders, and they only use the 9. So he started using that. He showed me it. So now I start using it. So I like the 9. It's just faster. All like these numbers, they don't even matter. Like the SMAs, it doesn't even matter. Just how fast do you want the call out? How fast do you want to know the momentum of the move? Do you want to know it on the last, you know, let's say 9 SMA, 3 SMA, 27 SMA, 42 SMA? Like how long do you want it? That's all I meant. Let's see here. Road Glide says, do you think Paul Matic is dead? I don't know, man. I haven't really heard anything really about it. There's no hype about it. I mean, any coin can make you money. We'll put it that way. Any coin can make you money. But I don't know, man. Like, one thing that I would recommend is going to their socials, going to their Telegram, going to their Discord, going to their Twitter. See if there's activity. See if there's hype. Are they doing any kind of conventions or just meetups or anything? Do they have anything planned? What's their roadmap? Or do they have an itinerary to where they're going to start doing certain things next month? You know, that's the thing that I would, if you're like interested in Matic, that's one thing I would do, is just checking all those places, seeing the activity. How often do they post on Twitter? Do they post every day? Do they post once a week? Do they put, and if it is once a day, is it just kind of like a filler? I mean, it's really nothing important, just something about them, you know, just auto posting. Are there people responding to it? Are there people sharing it? Are they liking it? Are they commenting? All this stuff is extremely important when it comes to, is it dead? That's my thought process. See, basically, it's what is used by Forex 5 and 13 or 9 and 21. Forex also uses a 65-minute chart because of the minute breakdown of the minute in the New York session, trading session. See here, as crypto traders, or 24, 7, 30, yeah. So use multiple of 10 or whatever you want. Very nice. LOL, it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't. I use a 7. It's just how fast I want to see how the momentum's reacting. Because to me, all these are momentum. If it's above it, good. If it's below it, not so good. And that's how I just break it down, like in the most simplistic form, literally. And depending on how high I have the number, depends on how fast I'll get that indication. Let's see here, any comments? Let's see, any comments on Pollmatic is done by anyone? So what are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts on Matic? Y'all like it? Do you not like it? Let us know in the chat. I like it, or you don't like it. And if you do like it, why? If you don't like it, you know, you can just say, don't like it. It's not doing anything. No one's talking about it. There's no hype. See here. David says, I personally use 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, 400, 600. Oh my gosh. This may seem crazy. You're in my mind. But they're multiples of each other. So you see the same lines between the charts. Ah, smart. That's pretty smart. Yeah, one thing I like doing is here, if you just type in moving, I think it's just moving average simple. Now, some indicators have this and some don't. But let's go to the moving average simple. And let's take off our moving average. So we only see this one. Let's go over here to the input, the settings, and let's change this to, let's say, the 200. I want to see what the 200 SMA is on, not the chart, but I want to know, regardless of what time frame I'm on, I want to know what it looks like based off of the daily, 1 day. That's what I want to do. And then I'm going to go to style, and I'm going to change this color to, let's say, a yellow. I'll make it nice and super crazy thick. And I'm going to say, okay. So on the daily, it's right here. This is where it's at. Let's go and identify this. So this is where it's at. Now, if we go to the 8 hour, it's in the same spot. We go to the 4 hour, it's in the same spot. We go to the 15-minute, it's in the same spot, because it's not going based off of the chart. It's going based off of the criteria you put. It's on the daily. The 200 SMA on the daily is not changing. However, your chart is. And you would know that this is the daily 200 SMA. So that's a little trick. And then what you could do is you can have several of them. So can we duplicate this? Copy. Yes, paste. Okay. So here for this one, let's say I want the 50. I want the 50 SMA on the daily. Let's just say daily again. Let's go to this. Let's make this one a red. And so this is 50 daily. Okay. So regardless of what time frame I'm on, this will show me the 50 and the 200 on the daily. So I can be on the 4 hour, I can be on the 12 hour, it doesn't matter. This will always stay the same. That's a pretty cool little trick. Let's see here. Interesting. I want to try. Let's see, Deb says there's not some magical difference between using the 9 MA and the 10, or between the 20 and the 21. The lower the number, the faster the reaction of the chart, higher the number, the slower. Yep, exactly. And that's why I say really, it doesn't really matter, in my opinion, what number you put. You can put 18 and someone else can do 21. It just means I'm going to see the reaction faster than a 21. Now, that could be beneficial and not beneficial because maybe you get better readings on the 21 because it's a little bit slower than the 18. Yeah. So that's going to conclude the show today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the show. We went over basically how to take profits, how not to get duped, how to maximize your profits during the bull run. We're going to be doing this in March. And then once again, we're going to be doing this in more than likely July. We'll start, loading up again in June. We'll start loading up for the July run. And then we'll be implementing this a few months later to where once we start crossing levels, we're selling. Have a plan. Stay informed. Always DYOR. Do your own research. I do thank you guys very much. My name is Joe. This is Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade every single day, Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do thank you guys. Until tomorrow, let's make this money. Take care. Everything that I say is from experience. This is what's going to save you so much time, so much money, and so much effort. If you want to make money, I will show you how. I would strongly recommend getting the VIP. You're going to make money. Now, granted, none of this is financial advice. It's never hopes and dreams and empty promises, nothing like that. See what I do. See if this makes you money. I give you my real life experience based off of my trainings, based off of my teachings, what I would do at that moment versus what everybody else does, because they want to sell you their course. They want to sell you all that stuff. I show you that my stuff works. Do we win? Yes. Do we lose? Sometimes. That's part of the game. But what I do is I show you all this so that you can see, oh man, I lost today, but Joe said he lost too. So it's okay. That's what I want you to realize, guys. If you like the content that I provide, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and leave me a comment in the comment box. And I'll see you on the next video. And as always, let's make this money. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.